From sudden deaths
after collapsing on the court in the middle of a game
to murders, fixing games, and sleeping with teammates' wives.
But I was bad. She was awesome. We don't need to talk about what I was doing, but I wasn't protecting her.
Here are the NBA's most shocking moments. Many of you may not remember Tyler Honeycut. He was a star player for the UCLA Bruins and was drafted by the Sacramento Kings in 2011. After playing only 24 games in 2 seasons in the NBA, Honeycut was out of the league and continued his career in Europe. He played in Turkey and Russia.
Honeycut. Oh, Honeycut with a devastating crossover and a thunder duck. Oh, Tyler Honeycut.
And even though he became a millionaire there, he was so depressed that he could not land a job in the NBA. The story goes that Honeycut was using different types of drugs in Europe.
To be honest with you, he's a professional basketball player that just came back from overseas and he was sucking laughing gas for 6 months overseas, and I think it scrambled his brain.
In July 2018, his mother called 911, saying that her son had been using nitrous oxide. The officers arrived at the scene, but could not even think of what was about to happen.
Listen, I need somebody quickly, the police, an ambulance, whatever. My son's having a psychotic break.
Honeycut was waiting for them with his gun loaded. He was shooting at the officers from his bedroom window, and the police fired back.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Killing the 27-year-old. Yeah, drugs proved to be fatal in numerous cases, and one of the most shocking NBA moments ever was the death of the player who was seen as the best rookie coming to the league after Michael Jordan. Len Bias was selected 2nd overall by the Boston Celtics at the 1986 NBA draft. He should have been the one to take over the team after Larry Bird retired, but only 2 days after draft night, the basketball world was in shock.
The Maryland medical examiner has now issued his report on the death of the college basketball star Len Bias. It confirms the worst suspicions. He died of heart failure because he used cocaine.
Evidence of cocaine was found in a urine sample taken at the hospital, and after further examinations, a cocaine overdose was stated as the cause of death.
The medical examiner said the cocaine in Bias's body was virtually pure, while most found in Maryland is 60% diluted.
This is definitely one of the biggest shocks in NBA history, but not even close to what is about to happen in the years to come. Magic Johnson was one of the best players in the 1980s, winning 5 championships with the Los Angeles Lakers and being the creator of Lakers Showtime basketball. His playing style and charisma made him a huge global star, and in 1991, he shocked everybody with his retirement.
Because of the HIV virus that I have attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers today.
The dazzling career of one of the world's best-known athletes is over.
Back at the time, there was not much information about the virus, so people were wondering what was really happening. Both Magic and the Lakers' physician made it clear Johnson didn't have AIDS. Magic also stated that he didn't know how he contracted the virus. The league was left without one of their top stars. But America got the most popular AIDS activist, whose announcement brought focus to the deadly disease. Before the NBA world fully recovered from Magic's retirement, there was another shocking moment that will be marked forever in the history of the league. Michael Jordan, the best player in the league, who led the Chicago Bulls to 3 consecutive NBA championships, called a press conference to announce his retirement at the age of 30. He completely dominated the league at the time, and no one could really understand why he would retire when he was in his prime.
Stacey King, high right. Jordan on the move, baseline left. Huh? Oh, no. Oh, no. Now, John, you and I see Michael play every game, right? We haven't seen this one yet.
On top of the league, with many seasons left in the tank. There were many rumors about the real reason for his retirement. Some thought that he was simply tired of all the pressure. Some thought it had a lot to do with his father's recent actions. But there were also those who saw a secret suspension in his act. The real truth is still unknown, while the official version is that he just wanted to play baseball. With Jordan's retirement, there was a chance for other shooting guards to steal the spotlight for a while. One of those rising stars was Latrell Sprewell, who became one of the best scorers in the league. However, one decision will see his career downfall. In December of 1997, coming off a career year, Sprewell and Warriors head coach P.J. Carlesimo had a career-defining altercation. After Coach Carlesimo yelled at his star player to make some better passes in practice, Sprewell completely lost his nerves and grabbed his coach by the neck, threatening to kill him, choking him for so long until teammates were able to pull him back.
I had been thrown out of practice for the second time. I almost felt like I'm the person that's being blamed for all of the losing, and it was just so much going on that at that time, I think the frustration really built up, and it was just got to a point for me where I was just, I couldn't take it anymore.
So he throws you out, and that's when you go for him.
Mm-hmm.
Things seemed to have cooled off, but Sprewell returned 20 minutes later after showering, landing a devastating punch at his coach's face. In the aftermath of the event, Sprewell was first suspended for 10 games without pay.
The arbitrator's decision last week that reinstated Sprewell's contract worth $16 million was taken as a slap in the face by the Warriors and P.J. Carlesimo. NBA Commissioner David Stern also said the arbitrators sent the wrong signal. Stern's year-long suspension of Sprewell was cut nearly in half.
The Warriors voided the remainder of his contract, which included $23.7 million over 3 years. Sprewell took the case to arbitration, and while the contract voiding was overturned, the NBA suspended him for the rest of the season without pay, which amounted to 68 games. Another major blow to the integrity of the NBA was the game-fixing scandal that got in the spotlight in 2007. The centerpiece of the scandal was Tim Donaghy, who replaced his referee uniform with the prison one. There were numerous suspicious activities, starting with the 2002 Western Conference Final Series between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Sacramento Kings. When it was too obvious that refereeing is everything but fair, the FBI got into the investigation. And in 2007, Donaghy resigned and spoke his heart out. The full scheme of NBA referees cutting points saw the light of day. Donaghy pleaded guilty to 2 federal charges related to the investigation and was sentenced to 15 months in federal prison in 2008. Another event that saw a different reaction was Jason Collins' announcement that he is gay. The NBA veteran became the first openly gay player in NBA history.
Robin, that announcement from Jason Collins, that surprise yesterday, just shatters stereotypes in the macho world of pro sports. When he went online in Sports Illustrated on Monday morning, you could feel the explosion everywhere.
That was a huge moment for the league and the LGBT community, as Collins opened the door for many athletes to come out and speak openly about their sexual orientation. There were Collins' teammates who fully supported him, while others remained shocked by the revelation. And if we want to pick the biggest shocking revelation in the NBA family, we need to go back to the Phoenix Suns from the late 2010s. Steve Nash was one of the best point guards in the league, winning back-to-back MVP awards. Off the court, he was a family man married to Alejandra, and it seemed like there wasn't a happier couple as they were expecting a child. The NBA community was left in shock when Nash announced that he had filed for divorce. The rumors were that his wife gave birth to an African-American child. Later, he found out that his wife had an affair with his former teammate, Jason Richardson. That wasn't the only backstabbing we saw in that period within the NBA circles. Greg Popovich had a group of guys who were contenders for over a decade, and one of the key players was Tony Parker. The Frenchman was happily married to the actress Eva Longoria, and they were one of the most famous couples worldwide. However, things were not as shiny as we all thought when the news broke out that Parker was having an affair with another woman. It wouldn't be so unusual if that woman was not the wife of his teammate Brent Barry.
Some disappointing news for fans of former Spurs star Tony Parker. Parker and his wife are getting a divorce. Parker tweeted early this morning that he and his wife Excel are ending their marriage after 9 years together. He says they decided to make the news public in order to avoid any rumors or speculation.
Both players end up brokenhearted, but recovered faster than Paul George, who suffered one of the most gruesome injuries ever. Back in 2014, some of the best NBA players gathered for the Team USA training camp. George was seen as one of the star players on that team, but one scrimmage game changed everything.
Good. Nice contest, but a foul. Paul George has ran into the stanchion. Unfortunately, this might be serious. Yeah, this is unfortunate.
George was trying to block a shot when he landed awkwardly and broke his leg. The players could not believe what they had witnessed, and George needed more than a year to get back on the court. Luckily, he fully recovered and made 7 All-Star appearances, still being one of the top two-way players in the league. And to end this video, we're looking back at the most shocking moment every NBA fan from this generation witnessed.
Tonight, the new report on the crash that killed Kobe Bryant, his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, and 7 others, including their pilot, who in their final moments told air traffic control they were climbing to 4,000 feet. But in reality, they were falling, according to the NTSB, evidence that the veteran pilot may have been disoriented in the fog.
Kobe Bryant's death cannot be compared with any shocking moment before. This was by far the most emotional moment in NBA history. It was January 26, 2020. A month later, a ceremony to celebrate Kobe and Gianna's lives was held at the Staples Center. Many basketball legends gathered together to show their love for Kobe, and we could see many of them crying when talking about Kobe.
I will live with the memories of knowing that I had a little brother that I tried to help in every way I could. Please rest in peace, little brother.
We hope you like our video. If so, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification button. See you in the next video.